Hi, welcome back to my kitchen. This is Kristi Branstetter, and I'm taking a really big risk today because my kids are running around. It's Sunday and they're having a great time, so let's see if we could get this recipe out before somebody comes running in here needing a Band-Aid, okay? Alright, we're doing another dip today. Now, one of the biggest reasons I love to go to dips is because I spent some time catering, and I found it was one of the best ways for me to get things done ahead of time, have those things aside, and then when that inevitable crunch comes at the end and I'm getting ready for the event, those things are out of the way and I can worry about the stuff that's last minute. So use this when you're having friends over for dinner and have it as an extra little wonderful go-to and you've got it made. But tonight I'm actually going to make it for my family. One of the best things I think you can do for your family is to do something special for them and to make them feel spoiled. So we're going to make a really wonderful roasted red pepper and basil dip. I like to call it, now it's got a new name of course, my Philly So Versatile roasted red pepper and basil dip. So let's get started on it. Of course, we need the star of the show, the star of all these recipes, correct? Philly cream cheese. Now I like to use a chive and onion cream cheese for this. It has that nice zip with the chives that just adds a little extra flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my food processor. Using a food processor is really essential for this dip because if you try and use a blender, it's just going to be very hard to get it out when you're finished. We also need 16 ounces of sour cream. Sour cream is so luscious and yummy. And Paula's favorite condiment, and mine, mayonnaise. Now, ladies, use the real stuff. Let's not mess around here with the fat-free things. I understand that they have their applications, but let's not do it, okay? Now, we are using a jar of roasted red peppers. And these roasted red peppers are actually marinated, and they come in a juice that you don't want to incorporate into this because it will definitely make it a little bit too runny. So, just take about half of the jar of your marinated roasted red peppers, and like I said, none of the juice. It'll be too juicy for you. And one of the great things is I love having something like this in my refrigerator anyway, because adding these to like a pasta dish last minute to a jarred sauce is fantastic. So it doesn't matter if you're only using half of the jar. Then we need a packet of ranch dip. Now, I know using a packet like this is a little bit of a shortcut, but it's so much better to use something like this with all of these great spices than to worry about having 10 jars of spices that you have to do. So, add that baby in there, and then some fresh basil. Oh, that's so amazing. Can you smell it? Isn't it great? It's one of the best things about this season is basil, and being able to grow it is very easy. I give it a little head start by cutting it up a little bit with my hands, tearing it up a little bit. Now, let's put this thing together and get this going. I'm going to turn this off for just a second, the camera, because this thing is really loud. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we are finished with our beautiful roasted red pepper dip. Now, I have a really unique way of presenting this, and it's something I love to do, and I did a lot of times when entertaining with catering, is I created a little bowl from a purple cabbage, and I just flattened out the bottom and hollowed it out, and it makes a really wonderful, wonderful dip container for this. So I'm going to put a little bit of my dip in here, and you'll notice that I have quite a bit left. Now, one of the greatest things about having this dip left is that you can use it for other things. One of my favorite things to do is to take a half of a cup of this dip and stir it in any kind of a pasta sauce that you like. It brings a richness and a creaminess that you just can't be beat. The other thing is to spoon a little bit of it over a grilled chicken breast. It is a luscious, creamy, gorgeous sauce that just really brings that chicken alive. But right now, of course, we're going to have our dip with our cute little crudité and pita chips that I made a little bit earlier. I really hope you enjoy this beautiful dip, and I think it's a real keeper. And I hope your family, including your kids, will eat their veggies. It's so good with cauliflower. Thanks.